Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone. For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by Hyundai. Experience the 2011 Hyundai Sonata today at HyundaiSonata.com.
This is Autoline Daily for Thursday, August 4th, 2011. I'm Christy Swinesberg from Ward's Auto, bringing you the latest news from the world of cars. Today's top story: Sergio Marchionne announced he plans to stick around until at least 2015 and maybe even a year later. Speaking at the management briefing seminars in Traverse City, Michigan yesterday, the Fiat-Chrysler CEO also announced his successor will likely come from within the company. Any bets as to who it will be? The Detroit Free Press also reports during the presentation he sounded off on electric vehicles, calling them overhyped and saying they can't be the only solution going forward. Hopefully this means some of Fiat's cool diesel and natural gas technology from Europe will make its way to the Americas. Fiat recently became the majority shareholder in Chrysler, but CEO Sergio Marchionne says it's going to be a while before an initial public offering of its shares will be made available. According to Reuters, he originally said an IPO could happen this year. Later he said it would likely happen in 2012. Now he's saying an IPO won't take place next year. Aston Martin is feeling the squeeze. Bloomberg reports the privately owned luxury automaker plans to introduce new models built on architecture that's already 8 years old. Without the backing of a major volume brand, it doesn't have the resources to compete with other high-end offerings like Rolls-Royce, Bentley, or Lamborghini. Mercedes-Benz, for instance, plans to spend some $7 billion this year on research and development. That's more than 8 times Aston Martin's total revenue for the year ending in May. The situation means the company has to be careful. It can't afford to go after every vehicle segment or waste money on products that won't sell. Earlier in the week, I was at the management briefing seminars in Traverse City, Michigan, which is more than 200 miles from our offices outside of Detroit. We decided this was a perfect opportunity to compare MPG numbers between the recently released Kia Optima Hybrid and the non-hybrid Optima. And to our surprise, the hybrid barely won. The rules were the windows and sunroof had to be closed the whole trip, the AC set at 72 degrees with fans on low, and we couldn't go over 75 miles per hour. I drove the non-hybrid, while my colleague, Drew Winter, drove the fuel sipper. After 236 miles, I averaged 33.9 miles per gallon. Not too shabby, while Drew averaged 34.5 miles per gallon, just 0.6 better. There was about a $5,000 difference in price between the cars we tested, and that just shows paying the premium for a hybrid isn't always worth it. SAAB announced it will be able to pay its white-collar workers. According to Reuters, the company issued 5 million new shares, which are being acquired by an investment fund, GEM Global Yield Fund, giving it a 17% stake in SAAB. The move is expected to generate just over $9 million. That's enough to pay workers, but not enough to get production restarted at its plant in Trollhättan, Sweden. Want to save some major coin on your next rental car? Budget may be able to help. According to USA Today, the Atlanta, Georgia-based company is turning some of its vehicles into rolling billboards by outfitting them with vinyl graphics. So far, the only company implementing this new advertising strategy is a maker of energy supplements. If you don't mind the stickers, you can save. One driver paid just $88 for a multi-day rental that should have cost $400. This sounds like a great idea, as long as I don't get stuck with a car pushing Preparation H.
I'm Isaac Bouchard. I'm doing over 130 miles an hour on this California racetrack. You would not believe what I'm driving. That's coming up next.
I got this one, old man.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
Chrysler's Street and Racing Technology Group has been promoted to a full-on division within the company, and now it's headed by design superstar Ralph Gilles. But not only has the SRT brand and its management been upgraded, so has its all-important products.
I'm here at a California racetrack with 3 street cars, a Dodge, a Chrysler, and a Jeep. What do they have in common? They're all part of the new SRT brand, which means they're not just for the street anymore.
SRT's been treated a bit as a derivative product for many years. Now we're actually going to make it an official brand. We're doing that by kind of celebrating all these vehicles under one umbrella. What this does is kind of brings the community together. There's a very strong partnership already out there between the owners. They've kind of organically made this wonderful community of performance lovers and enthusiasts. Now the corporation's recognizing that. It's going to give them a place to enjoy it with websites, information, and dealership training.
And what Chrysler is delivering to the performance community in this first official wave of SRT brand vehicles are 2 Dodges, a Challenger and a Charger, a Chrysler 300, and a Jeep Grand Cherokee, all equipped, for now at least, with the same 6.4-liter Hemi V8 engine.
They all put out 470 horsepower, they all put out 470 pound-feet of torque, with the exception of Grand Cherokee, it puts out 465. And they all get better fuel economy as well as better emissions.
And where better to check out those engines, the big Brembo brake packages, and the adaptive ride and handling systems that each car has than on a closed racetrack. So I'm out in the 4th of the SRT cars, and you can tell they're cut from the same cloth. They use that adaptive damping so well out here that I would say they're almost equally at home on the track as they are on the street.
These cars have a dual capability more than ever before in terms of fuel economy has been improved. You've got active suspension now, so you can have the best of both worlds, comfort and performance. You can have efficiency and high horsepower, quietness and great sound systems, so there's this wonderful ability to kind of have the car match your personality.
For Autoline Daily, I'm Isaac Bouchard.
Remember to watch Autoline After Hours tonight. John McElroy and Peter DiLorenzo will talk to David Snyder, an artist who specializes in painting cars in their natural environment. Of course, the guys will also get into the news of the week and take your questions in the rapid fire segment. Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific at AutolineDetroit.tv. And with that, we've crossed the finish line for today's show. I'm Christy Swinesberg from Ward's Auto, signing off for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. For complete coverage and in-depth analysis of the management briefing seminars in Traverse City this week, pick up your copy of the Ward's MBS Daily, available each morning free throughout the Grand Traverse Resort. That's Ward's MBS Daily from the editors of wardsauto.com.